Bin, 2-1 record. Changsha Bantamweight Tournament champion, getting it on at the Venetian Macao. 5-minute rounds.
Coming out that southpaw stance, you can see Ma in the red and black there. Chan coming out in all black. I mean, I love seeing these fighters from Cambodia and some of these places. They put together and mix it. Big double leg takedown as he slid into those punches.
It was a huge takedown, wasn't it? Must have come from shoulder height when he dropped it.
Beautifully executed. Slid right under the punches for that takedown. No wasting time. Getting this fight to where he knows he can be more dominant, and that's on the ground. Nice little elbow, though, from the bottom from Chan Rathana.
It's a big deal in One Championship's inroads into China to be able to crown these one-night, two-fight tournament champions. And Ma Bin carries that mantle with him now wherever he goes. But this is the opportunity to take it a step further. Get a victory over an international fighter.
Chan Rathana's trying to throw his legs up a bit higher to maybe threaten a possible submission. But Ma Bin is just applying so much pressure to that top position. He's trying to control the arms. See how he keeps his hand inside there to avoid some of those elbows. The closer he keeps his head to Chan's body, he's going to negate some of those possible elbows. When he starts posturing up, Rathana might, cut those elbows in. This is not where the striker Chan wants to be, definitely, but he did spend some time at Tiger Muay Thai out there in Phuket, Thailand to work on his ground game there.
As these fighters come together and fight each other in One Championship, they meet other trainers and they do tend to travel and get some experience in other camps, which more often than not can really only be a good thing. And it's good that Chan Rathana's taken the opportunity to take that experience on board. Let's see how it improves his game.
Close guard, but he's kind of holding him in position. He's trying to avoid attacks. He's really got to open the guard up like he's doing now and create some space. There's a possible triangle threat there, but he loses. There's a guillotine again.
Guillotine looks good.
Chan's got to put his head down. He can't try to pull his head out like that, but he does it anyway. Now he's on top. Let's see what Ma Bin's going to be like off his back.
So complete role reversal.
No back. That's you.
Shimada warning Chan Rathana not to punch on the back of the head. Any punch in that direction that doesn't make contact with the ears, deemed illegal.
See how Bin's got his feet underneath his. He uses that to reverse the position again. Now that's a possible reverse triangle there that Chan Rathana has, but he lets it go.
Knees to the head from Ma. And again in the standing position, with Chan Rathana pressed up against that cage.
He's going to that, his favorite move, the guillotine choke there.
Right hand from Ma as he just backs off into the center of the cage with 1.5 minutes left in this opening round. Applause all around this arena for that exchange that would have absorbed quite a bit of energy from these two. And it's no wonder they're maybe taking a moment to have a breather, but that was a fine kick just as Ma went for the shoot.
Ma Bin just walked through a big right kick right to his head. As he catches the kick, it drags Chan back down to the ground.
Good right hand there from Ma. Follows up with the knee. Couple of punches that were blocked by Chan Rathana subsequently. Less than a minute to go in the opening round. Really, crowd are really into this, aren't they? Enjoying these first two contacts. These are only the prelims. So much more to come tonight from the Venetian Macao.
So Chan's got to use that cage to get back up. There you go. He avoids a big right hand from Ma Bin. Ma Bin sucks his legs back in. Nice little elbow. Good control with Ma Bin. Now he's got that guillotine again. In the standing position, but his head's a little bit off the side. So you can see he's got space on that right side.
Yeah, it didn't look as if he was going to be able to do too much with that. Ma just backs off. There's not much left in this round now. I think we're in the final 10 seconds. We are indeed. Have a fist come down from Chan Rathana. And these two will get a bit of a break in just a moment to take them into the second round.
Action-packed first round there. You see that Rathana has landed some big strikes. He landed a knee there. There's that beautiful double leg takedown by Macao as he slid under the punches to secure the double leg, picks him up, sends him for the ride, puts him down. There's that big right kick landed to the side of Macau's chin, and he just runs right through it to secure the takedown.
It's almost like it didn't happen, right? He did just walk through it.
Believe me, it happened, but he did run right through it. Very impressive first round by Macao. Now, Rathana's got to change the game plan. He's got to, I mean, some of these kicks are good, but Macao catching these kicks and using getting the takedown. He's really got to keep that distance, do some footwork, and not rush in like that. Macao got to fight back down to the ground.
Baby face of his worryingly deceptive. Great to have you guys watching us on Facebook Live. Thanks very much for joining us. A little bit of history. First time we're in Macau. First of many, I'm quite sure of that. Rathana and the Southern Eagle, Macao providing the entertainment in our second fight of the evening. In front of a very noisy crowd here. A very colourful crowd as well. Fight!
Changes from Rathana. He keeps a little bit more distance. But Macau's got such an impressive shot. He slides in so well. He's like a ghost in there. He goes from standing to the ground so quickly. She tried to switch it up, go to that leap leg there. Macao maybe possibly trying to slow down these explosive takedowns from the Chinese wrestler.
Such a great atmosphere here, Mitch. 1ppv.com if you want to tune into the rest of the evening's entertainment online. Fabulous prospect. We have some incredible fights coming up on our main card.
Potentially 1 billion viewers are checking us out here in Macau.
Isn't that something? 118 countries around the world.
Chan just a little bit more tentative to let some of these strikes go because he knows that takedown can come almost out of nowhere. If he connects there with the right hand, that's what he's got to use. He's got to move more punches, use more footwork, stay away from that double leg takedown.
Just getting a little restless there in the second round. And Yuji Shimada also getting a little restless.
There it is again.
Exactly the same set of circumstances, Mitch. I believe Ma was going for the single leg or the double leg, and he just made a footfall.
Big heavy sprawl there, but Macao not letting that leg go. And he's able to use it to stand back up and clinch into the cage. Can't hold the cage like that, though. Good swelling by Rathana, but Macao uses it to take his back. Some back elbows there. We've seen those used very effectively in one championship before.
Eric Kelly's a fine user of that tool. Rathana perhaps has been watching.
Rathana's doing the right thing. He's trying to fight that grip so he can break the hands there, but Macau's so strong and so tenacious with his takedown attempts, constantly pushing forward. He's got to sprawl heavy now and not let Macao suck that leg in, because Macao going to try to use that leg to pull it inside, just like that. Ankle pick. Good job by Rathana to get back up, but he's going up. And down.
Rathana, who actually took that very well.
Rathana's a very tough fighter. He's got that here, that Cambodia kickboxing style, so it's just the heavy punches. He's got to sprawl a little bit more. He's got to drive that right leg back. Because Macao doing that again. He controls the fight so well with that one leg. Once he gets a hold of that leg, he's going to go.
Mark thought about the kick right now, and then just rust pulled out of it as they both get chastised once again by Yuji Shibata, to the applause of everyone here at Stateside, wanting to make sure that not a single moment of this fight is wasted. Rathana, though, looks a little tired, doesn't he, Mitch?
You gotta wonder, is Macao been thinking about the shot, because that kick is so lightning quick. It comes out of the chamber so fast. Last has been twice that he's connected with the kick and once with the knee. Very good defensive strategy using those kicks to stop the oncoming pressure of Macao.
Both men clearly fatigued. You can see it visibly in Rathana, but I think not that worried about getting engaged either. He just wants a little bit of a breather. Yuji Shibata will not stand for that for too long.
You gotta sense it. This is when they should both attack. They're sensing a slight little bit of hesitancy from their opponent. They should go in and go after it. Don't let this fight go to the judges. They gotta push the action.
Entering the final half minute of this second round. Again, the call to action comes from Yuji. These guys are going to have to do something about that, or they'll get yellow carded. It can affect their burst. It can even have an effect on the way the judges see the fight. Once again, Yuji calls for action, and there's the double leg. Although it's around the waist, isn't it?
He landed it again with another knee to the body as Macao was coming in, so he's got to be thinking twice about this. Now Rathana is sensing a little bit as he's attacking now. Maybe that sixth sense is kicking in. He goes, maybe he's hurt.
Well, he also heard the clapper board telling us there were only 10 seconds left in the round, so maybe an opportunity to catch the judge's eye. And in that regard, important to point out that judges score the fight based on the fight as a whole, in its entirety, not round by round.
There's a beautiful big takedown that brought the crowd here in Macao to their feet. He just picked him up. Fireman Gary then dumped him onto his back with a very impressive big takedown. But that could have been the shot that really lost a lot of the energy for Macao. You can just almost see his energy bar just slowly creeping down as he expended so much juice there. Big deep breaths taken by Rathana as his coach gives him some words of advice.
Based on the numerous times we've seen these guys just looking to catch a breath in that second round, you figure that fatigue is going to be an element of this final 5 minutes. Which one of these two is the stronger man? Who has the more durability? Who has the better cardio? It's very likely that will play a big part in the third round.
This third round seat is purely up to the gas tank. Who wants it more? Who is going to bring the fight here in Macao?
Rathana absolutely dripping with sweat and other moisture that's been applied during the break between rounds there, and a towel was called in just to brush him down a little bit. The embrace before the final 5 minutes. No rush for these two to engage themselves. So furious has the pace been at times.
Nice little show of sportsmanship, but it could have been a delay tactic just to get a couple extra breaths.
You get that feeling, don't you?
Who wants it more is what these final 4.5 minutes are going to come down to. You can shift into that extra gear, find it within themselves, and this is when champions are made. Macao avoids a big head kick there as Rathana went headhunted. Slid right underneath it, used it to get the takedown now.
They missed with the kick and walked right into the trap. 4 minutes left, Mitch. Who's got the edge at this stage?
At this stage, I mean, Rathana's landed some big strikes, especially on the entries as Macao has been rushing and he's landed some really nice kicks. But at this point in the fight, right now, you got to think that Macao has controlled more of the fight. He's landed some big takedowns. He's been in advantageous positions. He's controlled the top. At this point, right now, you got to get a slight edge to Macao, but the fight's wide open. It's judged on a whole. So if Rathana can pop back up, start landing some of those beautiful strikes that he's known for, you can have an entirely tough, different ball game.
He's under the cosh, Rathana. You can see they're a very unorthodox position to find yourself in there. But he is throwing punches and elbows and knees where he can, so he stays busy, he stays in the conversation.
Really good balance shown by Rathana. He's able to relax, calm himself, but just that leg control of Macao Bin really has been the story of this fight. Once he gets a hold of that leg, he's not letting it go. He's still using that to control the posture, control the positioning of Rathana.
Seems like Ma doesn't ever really want Rathana to be on two legs at any one time. He's always after one of those limbs, isn't he?
And that's a great strategy. It's disrupting the balance and the striking capability of the Taekwondo black belt, Rathana.
22 years old, Macao Bin. Unbeaten in the One Championship cage, our tournament winner in the bantamweight division in Changsha. Rathana with his hand on his hips. He did that once in the second round as well, and as he kind of lurches forward towards his opponent, you can just taste the fatigue, can't you? Big gulps of air as he comes forward, trying to get his body into motion.
Defending takedowns like this, the clinches up against the cage, the constant trying to stand back up, it just so expends so much energy. But a beautiful right hand there by Rathana. Nice little sprawl. That's good. That's what he needs to do, is let those hands go. And anytime he shoots, he's got to sprawl deep and keep those legs away from those hands.
Ma's keeping those hands nice and high, but they're not tight around his head. He can get in between that guard. Rathana warned by Yuji there for just gripping the cage. Not allowed to do that with either your fingers or your toes. A minute and a half left.
With Macao Bin using that leg, keeping that leg up onto his hip, so it really makes it harder for him to get that leg out to get back up to his feet. Rathana manages to struggle back up, and he's got the double underhooks. Could be another big takedown here.
Spins around.
Gets the underhooks though. See how that's good. That's he's defending the takedown attempt by getting his hands up inside Macao Bin's. That prevents Macao Bin
knees to the body as we enter the final minute of the contest. Will this one rise to a crescendo, or will the fatigue get hold?
Rathana's got to find something deep inside of himself to really turn this fight around, because right now it's looking like it's going to go to decision. It might go to Macao Bin. He fights really good control, keeps up against the cage, neutralizes that striking shot on Rathana.
Shouts no cage, he's saying don't rip the cage, that's what he means. And that's what Ma's doing, and if he keeps getting warned, Yuji slaps his hands off the cage there. So be careful of that, there's been plenty of warnings coming in. Good work to the body though, catching the judge's eye, the final moments of this contest. In come the knees from Rathana as well. The fight ends. It's been a really, really tough battle for these two. They have really got through some energy in this 15 minutes. Bao Hin lifted aloft by his coach, who nearly does himself an injury in the process. And he goes running around the cage to celebrate a victory that hasn't yet been declared, but looks probable. Rathana, on the other hand, well, yeah, raising his arms now. Also trying out a little bit of gamesmanship that might at this very, very, very late stage perhaps sway some opinions. Not the judges' opinions, I think, at this point. They'll have completed their cards already. But who at cage side has the vote for Rathana? Who has it for Macao Bin?
Just a big series of takedowns from Macao Bin. He was able to control the fight, utilize that leg control, really dictate where this fight was going. And at this stage, I gotta give the slight edge to Macao Bin, just because he's displayed such high-class wrestling the entire fight. Rathana, my hat's off to him. He put up a good effort, but I just don't think he did enough to get the win here.
22 years old, Ma. Got a big, big future ahead of him. Our tournament champion. Here's another win coming his way. Here's Anthony Santana.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges see it for your winner by a unanimous decision from the red corner, Macao Bin!